planned, and I just want to show you. So I've been meaning to cook fufu. Okay, don't worry about seeing my face. I've been meaning to cook fufu, okay? So, because I've been meaning to cook fufu, I don't know whether you know what fufu is. So I just want to go to somewhere and show you guys. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me just show you something. So I want to show you something that you see, even I said this to myself, saying comparison is the thief of joy. So yeah, fufu is cooked with cassava, but there's fufu that you cook with plantain, okay? So I see it online all the time, and I've been wanting to cook it so much. I tried to learn from people online and stuff. So I bought stuff. I bought my things to cook to cook my fufu. First of all, when I bought the things to cook my fufu, because I wanted fufu that is from plantain and the one that is yellow, yeah, from banana. Yeah, the one that is very yellow. I really wanted that, and I did not want it ripe. So I wanted to cook it with bananas that are still green, with plantains that are still green. But then when I bought those plantain, I came back, and then when I was trying to blend my coconut that day, my blender had spoiled, so I couldn't cook fufu that day. So I had to repair the blender, which took a couple of days. By the time the blender was coming back to me, the plantains were already ripened, so were already ripe. So, but I did not want to go back on the experiment. I just said, okay, let me just cook it, because I searched. Can you cook fufu with ripe bananas? Yes, but it will be sweet. I did not want sweet things, so anyway, I cooked it still. I said, okay, let me just cook it. I cooked it, I followed all the instructions. And this is what I ended up with, which, guys, I knew it wasn't what I wanted immediately, but I tested it, and it was okay. I was cooking it, I was eating it with my stew, sardines. So it wasn't tasting that bad. And then I went to scroll on TikTok as I was eating. As I was scrolling on TikTok as I was eating, guys, I came across this woman. I did not show you her face, but I came across this woman with her fufu there. So, oh God, look at how yellow that is. And I was eating my own. When I came across this woman. Oh my God, when I looked at hers and I saw mine and I looked at mine, the taste of mine changed. Everything changed. I stopped eating mine immediately and I had to throw it away. Because it just, okay, I think it looks a little bit better here on the picture actually. It looks worse in person. So comparison just stole that joy from me, because it just looked like theirs looked so different. It looked like mine just looked so terrible, and I stopped eating it, and I just had to throw it out. But I will still try to cook fufu next time. I'll try it until I master it, but I just wanted to come here with this experiment to show you guys that sometimes, you know, it was my first time. Imagine, it was my first time cooking fufu. And oh, I think the woman's going, I don't know, try it with that. No, like, I know the mistakes that I made, I think. Like, next time I'll just do a different thing. First of all, it did not go as planned. First of all, remember, I wanted to cook it with plantains that are not ripe, but my plantains are ripe. I cannot eat plantains. You cannot eat plantains when they're ripe. So I just had to continue cooking. So I just did the experiment, did it, but I cannot eat them. Because now it looked so ugly compared to this woman. This woman looks so yellow and transparent, and it looks so good. And I just stopped eating immediately. So yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. And also, I wanted to let you guys know that from tomorrow, we are starting a class through September. Yeah, I'll keep trying. I give myself, but I'm just telling you, comparison is the thief of joy. Just give yourself, I did not judge myself as man, but I just knew I did not do it right. Yeah, I'll keep trying, definitely. Oh, me too, I make food today. I make without crack. I love that. Anyway, guys, classes, we are starting classes that are public. So I'm just going to be doing public, but it has nothing to do with you guys, with you subscribers. So you can come to those classes or not as a subscriber. Those are just classes. It's like I'm going on a crusade. I'm going on a crusade throughout September. Just on public platform, in publicly. But then I'll also be doing Wednesdays that I'm not doing public. I'll be doing private with you guys, and I'll be teaching the subscriber classes. So also, this is just me also giving you a go away. Like the people who are financially strained so much, you can fail to subscribe this month. I'm going to go live mostly for free in the month of September. So also just tell people who complain. I see a lot of people complaining in certain posts of you guys posting me, the people that post me. So tell them, people like to pretend a lot that, you are making it inaccessible. But then when you are, we cannot misuse ourselves. At the end of the day, people who truly want the information will find the information, and they will always wish the best for the person giving them the information, to live long and also to just live comfortably. So don't listen to people who are saying that, I hate that she does sub only. I have to do sub only to focus on people who want to be focused on. Some people are also complaining, she's not posting anymore on her main page. It's not sustainable. Those posts that I was doing during that Big Bang, when the Big Bang happened, 1 minute, 2 minutes post, 15 minutes post, 1 minute, 20 minutes post, it cannot be sustainable. We have to have a structure, and for us to have a structure, we have to fall to the bottom and be willing to build with people who are willing to be at the bottom and move slowly from the bottom up. So kindly, those people who complain outside there, just tell them, we are doing a long-term, we are playing the long-term game. And this is a classroom. 60 people in a classroom, Omera, that's a full class. So we are playing the long-term game, and we are willing to take as much time as possible to work on this farm as needed. So the entire September, we are doing a crusade. And you are welcome if you would love to join. The dates I've posted the dates, and I'll continue posting the dates on my story. But mostly share it with the people you know would love to hear the message, but are not financially able to subscribe, or people who are just curious. Like, this is the time to tell them that, by the way, that girl I was telling you about, she's now doing free classes the whole of September. You can come to the classes. And yeah, interact with the public also. It is an entirely new venture, because it's been long since we've been in public. The dates of the month we're going to do, I'll still do a sub-only class to tell you about September. September, just be confident in this September, there's not so much. There's no meteor in September, there's no comet in September. Now September is the time you take up space. September is the Nyash period. So just focus. That's all I'll tell you on September, on the surface level. But as usual, we have the moon, which we have the eclipse in this month. We're going to have a full lunar eclipse. And I will talk about all of that as I do the forecast. But just know that there's not so much big challenges in September. September should be a smooth run for you. So organize yourself. It should be a smooth run for you in September. Safe to start. Mo is saying safe to start anything. You know, when now you are saying safe to start anything, what are you what do you want to start? You know, is there something you want to start and you're like, oh, when should I start it? Because most of the time when it comes to starting things, I always encourage you guys to work with authenticity. I always encourage you guys to work with authenticity when it comes to starting stuff. And if you want to spring, you know, things that are started in March, when things are springing, when a new self is being formed, that is different from things that now you start throughout the month. And most of the time, just be authentic. And Tuesday is taking action day. As long as you got it on Tuesdays, you should get it. Eventually, when it comes to the big bang.
Did you bang up yourself?
No, I'm gonna bang you up.
You know, as long as you get it inside the Tuesday action, taking Mars, Heru, the red one, then taking action generally shouldn't be an issue for you guys. So even last month, which was what? August, which was really filled with meteors, there are still people who started things. There are still things that started last month. There are still things that are, so your essence alone, please. When it comes to now starting things, your essence alone. And these are things that now, if you are somebody who you struggle, you should now be paying for people to help you. If you need pattern recognition with your life, with your specific details, the things that you need to do in your own specific individual level, that's not something I can come here and throw around and tell people that, oh, now guys, now the month of September now is the month that you start that business. Now this is the month that you go and, no, this is the month that you take up space. Nyash is all about taking up space. If you've ever sat with a Nyashi person on the aeroplane, which brings me to another story that I've been meaning to tell you guys, but I keep forgetting. So I was traveling, and that is done. That is done. Know that next month we are doing a class. Okay? So this is me telling you a last story and then I go. And next month is starting tomorrow. Today is 31st. Next month is starting tomorrow. So just know tomorrow I'm coming live. And 3rd, 5th, I've put all the dates on my story. So those dates I'll be coming live, all of them, for the public. Otherwise, this aeroplane story I want to tell you. I was traveling, and where I was seated, okay, the seat that I booked, I was alone, okay, I was traveling alone. So then next to me on the window, I did not get the window seat. And I did not even get a window seat, and I did not get that seat next to the window seat. So I got a seat almost next to the aisle, that thing they call the aisle. So, the person who was seated next to me on, let's say, the side of the window, so the window seat and then the seat in between, and then there is me. So the person who was seated in between was a mother. I don't know whether it was a mother or an aunt or something, a family member. And then, in the middle, there were also seats in the middle. So in this plane, there was seats in the side of the window on one side, and then there were 3 seats in the middle, and then there's another 3 seats in that other side. So in the middle, there was again another family. And there was again a woman and a child and another child. So there was a woman, a child, and another child in the middle. And then there was me, and then there was another woman. And then there was the guy in the window. So this woman with 2 children calls me and tells me, hey, please allow my child. These are white people, by the way. These are white, all of them are white people. So this woman tells me that, hey, can you allow my child to sit next to allow this child to sit next to the mom or something. I don't know, I wasn't listening as much, but they were saying something of the sort. that I swap. I come sit next to this mother and her child so that this child can come sit next to her mom. Easy peasy for me because I wasn't seated at the window. So I was like, fine. Let me do them this favor because anyway, I'm not seated at the window. I'm not enjoying anything here. So let me just switch for them, for their own comfort. I'm one person. I can do it. So I switch. So after I switch, so now see, I've done them a favor because now these are white people. First of all, I'm a black person. So I have that at the back of my mind. And I know that I've done them a favor at this particular point. So we are good because as a black person, that's what it is. Like if we are in a crowd, suddenly I do you a favor out of nowhere. So now we're good, right? Like now we are good now. So when I went to sit next to this particular other child, the other child that was also, she's the one that really begged that, oh, please allow her to sit next to whatever. So I came and sat next to her. Then on the plane, there's this thing that looked like a laptop. I just call them whatever I'm not the inventor. So these things that look like a laptop that are put in front of you, and sometimes you can press them with your hand, but then there's usually stuff that you can press them with. And this particular child, she had these drawing things, the things that children draw with to take away their attention or something. So I took one of her painting things and started, using it on this particular laptop. Somebody's saying it's a tray table. Okay, using it on that particular thing. Just pressing on it to have those things because I did not want to use my fingers. And the way this child looked at me, I was just doing this to try them at the back of my mind. I've done you a favor. Now let me see how you behave. When now is your time to do me a favor. Guys, the way this child looked at me, like she was like giving that energy of, why would you even try to use my stuff? What? She did that telepathically. I would say she did, like she gave me that look of that. And me, I just looked back at her with that same telepathic communication, and I told her at the back of my mind that I just swapped my seat for you for your convenience. Okay? So I'm allowed to do this as well. And then she just smiled, and I smiled back, and I continued using her stuff, and we traveled very well until the end of our destination. And to the point where throughout the night she kept sleeping on my lap, they crossed boundaries so much, and they did not want me to cross boundaries with them, and I did. So I just wanted to let you all know about that. But we did not speak. There was nothing. No speech went on. We just telepathically communicated like that, kept boundaries there, and then moved on without chaos, without anybody talking shit. And one thing I'll say, this entire time when I was interacting with these children, one thing I realized is that European children are in charge of their parents. If they say, fuck it, the parents follow suit. That is the interaction that I got from that particular sample. And if they don't, because the parent was ready to jump on my neck. She was just waiting for the child to decide the direction they were going, to create commotion. But then, the moment I was able to tame the child, the mother was able to also just smile along, and we moved on very well. Yeah. Oh, somebody's telling me another gossip. And also the same things you wanted us to observe and look out. Gayton Mackenzie. Who is Gayton Mackenzie? Sexual assault, I think. What is that? What is essay? Spread hate to black. Say. Sikuelewi. Mo, sikuelewi. Somebody saying, oh, they feel comfortable with you, but I felt like they were expecting for me to do favors for them, and then doing return is an issue. That's one thing I'm realizing with a lot of Europeans. I'm realizing with a lot of Europeans that they expect favors, but when you do them a favor, they don't know that now that is an opposite is required, is expected, and stuff like that. Then they just expect for you to do them favors. It's like a slave-master relationship, and me, I don't do slave-master relationship. Anyway, guys, yeah, they expect submission, immediate submission without question, and me, I don't do that. Is the president of a political party, Patriotic Alliance? Oh, I've not heard of that. I've not heard of that at all. Is he gay? Because I'm just hearing his name is Gayton. Gayton Mackenzie. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming to this particular asset recital. That's all I had for you today. I've been meaning to tell you that particular story of that experience that I had. I've been forgetting until today. I mentioned the airplane, then I remembered to tell you. And I also wanted to just share with you that comparison is the thief of joy. I had a moment of comparison with the thief of joy. It like scratched me on my face that day. So I hope you learned from that. Otherwise, for those who will be there tomorrow, I'll see you. But for those who won't be there, I'll see you on Wednesday. All right. Bye-bye. No, it's not. Oh, okay. You know, names right now, they say a lot about people. People's names right now, they say a lot about them. Like even Akina Bill Gates. Bill Gates, who keeps bringing gates of bills to Africa. So if he's not gay, maybe he is. Maybe he's in the closet. Anyway, bye, and have a good evening as well, Nala. Love you.
Okay, so the next person, the next top gifter